The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
The Coaches Show is brought to you by State Farm agents Andy Womack, Dana Womack, Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, and Emerson Williams. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And we are now joined by Smyrna head coach Matt Williams. Good morning, Coach. How are you doing this morning?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. I know last night was a tough one, 31-14 loss at Rockville. But thought you had got off to a good start last night, got up 7-0 early in the first quarter.
Yeah, we did get off to a good start. But I think sort of the thing that told the story on that, even on that touchdown, we had an unsports flag right after the play that affected our kickoff on on kickoff there. It sort of set the tone, I think, for the rest of the night. We just did a lot of out-of-character things. Disappointed in the outcome, but the positive is it was a non-region game. We're going to learn from it, and we're going to find out who really wants to contribute, who wants to be coached. But I think the biggest thing last night, we had a lot of kids that just didn't do things that they've been coached to do, and that's on me, and I got to do a better job with it. But again, the positive is we're going to learn from it, and we're going to find the 11 that want to be coached, and 11 that want to do the things we're asking them to do, and get better.
Absolutely, Coach, and we know that you're going to get it done, and you've been there and had a lot of success at Smyrna, and we know that that's going to come here in the next couple of weeks. I thought you got some good performances last night from Aiden Augustine. He ran for over 100 yards and scored a touchdown last night, and that's some good stuff to see.
Yeah, at times we did a good job up front blocking, and he made a few plays in the run game. Just got to be more consistent with that. I thought Rockville did a good job last night of taking our run game away, in certain times there. But Aiden did some good things off the line at times, showed flashes and doing some good things. We just got to do a better job here and there of the little things. There were plays that presented themselves last night. We didn't take them. Our quarterback plays got to be better. Britt had a really good game. I thought he was pretty good the week before. Last night wasn't his night. I know he's a determined competitor and he'll come back and do better next week. But just a lot of things to fix. The good thing again, it's early, and it's not our expectation at Smyrna High School to start off 0-2, and it's definitely not mine. And I can assure everybody we're going to get it fixed, and we're going to get it fixed quick. So that has already started. I'm on my way to the UT game, and we're in Knoxville and Knoxville right now. I'm going to watch Aaron Carter play, get to visit with my son. But I've already been on the laptop looking at the film, so we'll get everything fixed.
Well, that's awesome. And, we also know that the tradition that Smyrna football's had, and we got a good fan base, and the tradition that's started really with you and Philip Shade-Owens and everybody down there at Smyrna. You also had some good performances last night. A kickoff return from Tyreek McCarver for a touchdown, and that's a big part of your game too.
Yeah, Tyreek's been really good for us. Last week had a really good game. Had 2 touchdown catches last night. A kickoff return and made some plays in the passing game. And he plays a lot of plays. We've got to find a way really to get him find a way to get him off the field at times because he's playing a tremendous amount of plays, and that takes a toll. But yeah, he made some plays. And I was proud of some of our young guys last night. They may not grade out great, but we've got some sophomores, a lot of sophomores that played last night. Dalen Sanders, I thought, played really hard. And Brody Hines is a junior. Where Brody came in, didn't start the game, didn't pout about it, came in and did some really good things, when he got an opportunity. So we got guys that are playing hard and trying to do some good things. We just got to get everybody to buy in, the other ones that are not doing those things. But, proud of some of those young guys. Corey Weathers came in and showed some flashes. He's a sophomore corner for us and did some good things. And I thought our punter, LeVar Noor, that was a positive. I thought he did a good job punting the football last night, and he did a good job in kickoff game. I thought placing the football where he struggled with that the week before. So, trying to look at some positives this morning. And the biggest thing, I told the kids last night, we gotta start loving each other. When I say it, not just the other players on the team, but the coaches as well, and start buying into the little things. And if you're a defensive end, you're taught to squeeze the down block. You need to squeeze the down block, not run straight up field and get kicked out. And little things like that, we got to be more coachable on. And we're going to find the ones that are going to do those things. And they may be sophomores. That's the thing. We don't really care who's doing it. We just want them to be coachable and do it the right way. And we're going to find those guys.
Absolutely, Coach. And, I think one of the good strengths that you have in your program is your non-conference, non-region schedule. You're playing a lot of these teams in the Murfreesboro area, and, this is just going to help you get prepared for when region play starts.
Yeah, that's the hope. You play a tough Riverdale team, and, Rockville, I thought, hats off to them last night. I thought they outfitted, first of all, they outcoached us. Coach Guthrie and did a better job preparing his team than I did. And so, kudos to him for that. And I thought they were more physical than we were last night, and they were, they executed better. And the biggest thing we've got to do is we had times last night where plays presented themselves or opportunities to make plays, and we didn't make them. So we've got to put more pressure on them in practicing, and that starts with maybe we got to, do some things in practice, put more pressure on them, and put them in situations where they got to try to make tough plays. And I think, hopefully that'll spill over to the Friday night games.
Absolutely. And, Coach, we were talking to some of the coaches this morning about, the heat that you had to deal with this past week. Did the heat kind of alter your practice routine and times and all that kind of stuff?
Yeah, we went Monday afternoon. It wasn't too bad. We got some practice on Monday afternoon. We went Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning. And, of course, it was, 70 degrees, so heat wasn't an issue at all. Some of that I sort of chuckle at because we can't practice in the heat. We get sent inside, but on game night, we all got lucky last night. It was a blessing. All those clouds rolled in, had the rain, and it really cooled the things off. So he wasn't even a factor last night. But we can't practice in it. But last night, if it had been 95 degrees, we'd have just played in it. So that to me, that needs to be looked at because that worries me at times. We're going to talk about acclimation. If you're not practicing in it, you're definitely not going. You're going to struggle when you play in it. So. I think everybody caught a break last night with the weather being cool, but I think some of that needs to be looked at as far as, just acclimation and being able to practice in some of that heat.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. That's tough. That's a tough deal. There's got to be some kind of median there, and I guess that'll be looked at as we go forward. I know that next week y'all host the Siegel Stars and look back to get in the winning ways next week.
You got, Coach Renshaw does a great job, and they're coming off a win. I just checked the scores, and they had a win last night and got back on the right track. I know they struggled a little bit on the first week against Shelbyville, but got back in the right, the win column last night, so they're going to be riding high, and I know they do a great job coaching those guys. We're going to have to be really prepared. So, we can't feel sorry for ourselves. We talked about last week, you can't let one loss turn into two, and unfortunately, we're in the situation we can't let two turn into three. So, got to have a great week of preparation and got to pick our chins up off the ground and get ready for another good football team.
Yes, sir. And looking at some of the positive, I thought your defense, last night that they're held in check as much as they possibly could last night.
Yeah, we got put in some tough positions, I think. But I thought at times, I thought at the start of the game we really played good defense. And, I think maybe we relaxed. I'm not sure what happened, but offensively we've got to move the ball better, move the chains, keep our defense off the field. That's something we got to do a better job of. And last night at times we didn't do that, and there were some simple things we missed. Quarterbacks got to see the blitz coming. One time we swing our back into the blitz and do not see it and get sacked. And those are little things, from the fans' perspective, you're probably griping at the offensive line that we got sacked, but it had nothing to do with the offensive line because it's the extra linebacker blitz, and we account for that with the back being swung out of the backfield. Little things like that to extend drives and create big plays, we've got to do a better job of. But, yeah, I thought defensively at times we showed what we're capable of, but, we just got to be more consistent in that.
Absolutely. And talk a little bit about your special teams, Coach. You made a couple extra points, and I feel like you got a pretty solid special teams unit there.
They got better last night. We to be honest with you, the first week it was it was one of the reasons we got beat. But I do think last night you're correct. I think it was better all the way around. We've still got some things to clean up. Of course, it's never perfect, but I do think we're better in our kick placement and some of our execution on special teams. We still obviously got some things to fix, but it was better than it was week one.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what are some things you're looking forward to improving from, week 1, week 2, now to week 3 as we get closer and closer to region play?
Well, the biggest thing is being coachable. I mean, people sometimes don't understand what I mean by that. Being coachable means you're going to take in everything a coach says, and you're going to do it exactly how he's asking it to be done. You're not going to ad-lib it any way. You're not going to do it your own way. And, if we can do that, we'll be okay. And the other thing we've got to improve on, quite frankly, is we got to make plays when they present themselves. If you get thrown the ball and it hits you in the chest, you got to catch the football. I mean, that's just the bottom line. And if you're one-on-one in the open field with a guy and you get to tackle him, you get to tackle him, not dive his ankles. And so we've got to make plays when the plays present themselves. And that's something, again, it all falls back to me. I'm not, when I say these things, I'm not blaming the kids. And I'm the one in charge of teaching those kids. And if we're not executing those things, then I've got to do a better job teaching them. And we as the coaching staff got to do a better job. So we'll put it on our shoulders and we'll get better. And, I'm not going to, I'm not a quitter. I think everybody knows that. And I'm not a front runner. So we're going to get better, and we're going to find 11 that really want to be there, really want to be coached on, and 11 that love their teammates. We're going to move forward.
Absolutely, Coach. We know what you're about. We know what kind of program you've built and what kind of staff you've put together, and we know that there are going to be some brighter days coming for the Smyrna Bulldogs. So,
yes, sir. That's the plan.
All right. The Coaches Show is brought to you by State Farm agent Andy Womack, Dana Womack, Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, and Emerson Wilson. Like a neighbor, State Farm is there. We appreciate Coach Williams for taking some time this morning. Good luck to you next week, Coach.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
If your old unit needs a tune-up, the professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air service all major brands and even offer same